So in this video, we're looking at some rugged cases. Now, while a couple of these could be used by adults, I think a lot of these are meant for children. If you happen to give your iPad to your kid, or you just want something that you can throw on the floor and not worry about it getting all beat up, then you're definitely gonna wanna check out some of these cases. These are gonna fit the iPad 9, 8, and 7th generation. All the links will be down in the description of the video. So let's go ahead and get started. Now, the turtle skin case by Poetic, this silicone case comes in 6 different colors: red, navy blue, green, blue, black, and the one shown here is purple. Pretty simple to put this one on. It sort of just stretches all the way around the edges. And then once it's on here, it's a pretty snug fit. This is a silicone material, but it's got sort of a smooth texture to it. I kind of wish they made phone cases out of this, really. The power and volume buttons are really nice on this one, super clicky, probably some of the easiest buttons that you're going to use on any case, really. You've got a nice cutout there at the top for the front-facing camera and towards the bottom for the Touch ID. And this case is actually going to make the speakers sound better. It's got 2 slots there at the bottom that make the sound go towards you instead of off to the side. It's got a huge bump that goes around to help protect the screen. Nice texture on the edges as well. As you can see, turtle shell design there on the back. Oversized cutouts for the headphone jack and charging port. Poetic does a really nice job here, as usual. Definitely one of the best heavy-duty cases that you'll find for the iPad, in my opinion. Now, this convertible case with a handle comes in 7 different colors: rose, red, purple, green, and the one shown here is turquoise. Okay, this one is a super tight fit to get in here, but it actually looks really nice once it's in there. Cool thing about this one is you just flip the handle back and then you've got 2 different angles in the stand position. Now, this angle here is pretty much vertical and then almost laying down, sort of in a drawing position here. Kind of nice, you can carry that around right there with the handle. You can see there's little holes there on the back for the speakers. Nice oversized cutout there for the charging port as well. The material of this one is actually really nice. Feels almost like a durable foam material. And then oversized cutout there for the power button and camera on the back as well. Same thing with the volume buttons, nice and oversized, easy to access. Touch ID works good with this case also. You get a pretty nice thick lip going around the screen as well, so you should be able to throw this face down without it getting all scratched up. And because it's sort of a foam material, pretty lightweight as well. Now, this case here, obviously you can tell it looks like a spider web there on the back, sort of a Spider-Man theme if you go with this color. But they've also got other colors, green and gray, blue and red, but it's sort of flipped from this one, blue and gray, black and gold, black and deep blue. There's an army green, and there's one that's like this, but instead of red and blue, it's red and black. This one you gotta sort of take apart. This one's made up of 2 different pieces. You've got a hard plastic shell here that the iPad snaps into. And then you get a nice silicone cover here that kind of goes over the back. Now, once you get that snapped together, you just go ahead and put the silicone cover here on the back and then just work your way around the edges. It should just snap everything right together. The headphone jack looks a little snug there, but it appears to work just fine. Power and volume buttons are covered by the silicone material, and they actually work really good on here. Super easy to use, really nice and clicky as well. It's pretty easy to get to the Touch ID down there at the bottom. Pretty good screen protection. If you want to put this face down, it's not going to hurt the screen. Nice and large cutouts there for the speaker and charging port. And then right below the cutout where the Apple logo is your built-in kickstand. Nice thing is you can use this landscape or in portrait mode. Overall, just a really nice heavy duty case here. And it definitely feels like it's got plenty of protection for your iPad. This case by LTrap comes in 7 different colors: teal, red, purple, pink, blue, black, and the one shown here is green. Here on the back you've got like a little character, sort of looks like a cartoon version of Iron Man. This one's made of a lightweight foam-like material, has a little bit of flex to it when the iPad's not in there. As you can see, you've also got a strap on this one. It's a pretty snug fit, but fairly simple to get in there. As you can see, it's got handles on each side and on the top as well. You got pretty large cutouts here to get to the volume and power button. The volume buttons are a little bit harder to get to than the power button. Not sure how else you would do it with this kind of design though. Pretty nice thickness as you can see there. You should be able to put this one face down without it scratching up the screen. I probably would recommend putting a tempered glass screen protector on there though. You've also got holes here on the back that's going to direct the speaker sound a little bit. Oversized cutout there for the charging port and headphone jack as well. You only get one viewing angle. Pretty good angle though, it's almost vertical. Overall, it seems like a pretty solid case here. Even though this case is pretty thick, it's also pretty lightweight due to the foam material. And if you're looking for a kid's case, you'll probably want to check this one out. Now here's a heavy duty case by Brayson. This one actually comes in 11 different colors. The one shown here is light. Sort of reminds me of ice cream for some reason. Nice thing about this case, they throw in some extras. You've got a strap, a cleaning cloth. They even have a little cap if you have the Apple Pencil. This one's got a hard plastic shell that the iPad snaps into, then a soft silicone material on the back. Luckily, they include a little tool that makes it a little bit easier to take apart. As you can see, this one also has a built-in screen protector. Once you get it all snapped together, as you can see, it's going to be pretty well protected by the hard plastic and the silicone on the back. There's also a Velcro hand strap there in the back. Makes it a little bit easier to use the tablet with one hand. Power and volume buttons work really good on this one. You barely have to push on the silicone material to get them to work. Nice cutout for the Touch ID. You've also got silicone flaps for the charging port and headphone jack, so a little extra protection for those. Nice spot for the Apple Pencil on the back, so hopefully you're not going to lose that. And there's a built-in kickstand there on the back as well, with a couple different angles to choose from. Everything seems to work pretty good, even with the built-in screen protector on there as well. This butterfly case by Simaku comes in yellow, rose, purple, blue, and the one shown here is pink. Pretty cool design actually here on the back. Probably has to be one of the sturdiest looking stands I've ever seen. Watch what the wings do. I mean, is that cool or what? It even has a hole in the wing here, so it doesn't cover up the camera. This one feels pretty thick and heavy duty, but still pretty light because of the foam material. And yeah, it snaps right in pretty easily here. You could also bend the wings a little bit different so it stands up in portrait mode. Really large cutout there on the back for the camera. I mean, it's a little bit tricky to get to the power and volume buttons on this one, just because you gotta go so far in there. But it looks like you can get to them without too much trouble. This one's really nice and thick, but still fairly lightweight. Has nice screen protection. Pretty typical cutouts for the speakers and charging port as well. So if you own a case for your kid that's just really unique, doesn't really look like anything out there, this one's probably a pretty good option. This case by BUMO, BMOUO, no idea how you say that name. It actually appears to be pretty popular. You've got about 9 different colors to choose from. This one's a pretty lightweight case, made out of that foam material that the iPad snaps into. And then it also has a built-in screen protector that you can put right on the top. Once you get the screen protector kind of snapped right onto the front of the iPad, it should just slide right into the back of the foam case. Touch ID works really good on this one. Nice cutout there for the front-facing camera. Pretty durable handle here right on the top. Pretty large cutouts there for the power button and the camera on the back. Same thing with the headphone jack and volume buttons. Power and volume buttons work pretty good on here. You can see really nice screen protection on this one. And there's plenty of space around the screen so you can get to pretty much anything. And it works pretty good with the built-in screen protector. Pretty nice cutouts there at the bottom for the speakers, charging port as well. Then you have 2 little kickstands here in the back to use this in the stand position. Nice thing about this, it's almost 90 degrees vertical when in the stand position. Then you can also lay down sort of in a drawing position. Overall, just really nice heavy-duty kids case for the iPad 9, 8, and 7th generation as well. So if you've made it this far into the video, you may want to say thanks by subscribing, and don't forget to give a thumbs up if this video was helpful. This is Brian from Fishbee Productions. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.